YouTube? Going live because it's a lot easier than trying to upload a video for 3 days. But as you can see, I got on all red. You know what I'm saying? Got the red light going. I'm in Little Rock, Arkansas. Just touched down in Little Rock. Ended my shift. Everything went all right. How's it going with Averitt? I think the last video I left with you, I was doing the orientation, and I had nothing but good stuff to say about Averitt. And now I'm on my second week of training, because what happened was, went through the first week, had a death in the family, and they was real understanding about that. They let me go ahead and take care of that situation, and I was able to be there for the family. They were real good about that. Then on my way to finish up the training, had problems with the car. The car messed up on me, so I couldn't get to my terminal. So I called my dispatch leader. She was real cool about it. And matter of fact, this morning, she sent me a message just to check up on me and see how things was going with my family. So as far as Averitt, I still have nothing but good stuff to say about it. Like, it's not that easy to get into as a starter company, but if you can, I recommend it, you know, just to get your feet wet. They real organized. I ain't crazy about the uniforms, but I rock the uniforms. The trucks are real nice, up to code. They maintain them real good. The terminals, a lot of the terminals have workout rooms, not all of them. I had a couple pictures of some of the terminals. And let me see, what else? Well, they don't call them terminals, they call them service centers. And right now we at the service center. One thing about Averitt is they don't really like for you to fuel with outside companies like TAs and pilots and all that. They got fuel stations in pretty much every service center. And they got service centers all over. You can look at the map and see how many service centers they got. So you do your fueling up there. You can wash your truck, get your repairs done, all that stuff. Everything, they try to contain it in-house. Now, if a situation comes where you have to fuel up at a pilot, they'll probably say something to you, but they'll activate your COM data card, and then you go ahead and fuel up. Let's talk about the pay. Excuse me. Orientation, the pay was pretty good. I think it came to right about $600 for that week of orientation I did. And after that, they paid me. No, I take that back. It came out to $600 because they paid me 48 cents a mile, which is what I signed the contract for. And then they pay you as if I think you ran like 450 miles a day, and that comes to about $600. So that's not bad for orientation, where you eating good, talking to all the instructors, and meeting your dispatch, and meeting all the people that you know, you're going to be associating with throughout the job. My title is not clickbait, by the way. There's a reason for that. I'm getting to it. Now, I'll tell anybody that's starting out in trucking and getting in trucking, the hardest part you're going to have to deal with is the training with the mentor. Oh my gosh, I just feel like, man, if there's an asshole trainer, the stars and the moon and the cosmos all collide and bring that one person right to me. I always get the asshole mentor. So, got an asshole mentor with Schneider, met her, didn't like her, but we never got to go out on the road. Matter of fact, and then she denied like 2 other people. And then I wound up leaving Schneider. Swift, first trainer was an asshole. Second trainer, we still cool to this day. This place, I wouldn't call this guy asshole, but he's like 65 or older, and super anal. He have a real hard time with how he talk to people. You know what I'm saying? And he's very rush, go, like everything. And then he's so freaking by the book. There is no pulling off to stretch your legs, There is no going to the bathroom, getting something to drink. It's just go, 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 go. Now, here's a question I got for you. And if anybody that's watching or watching the future, send me a comment. And because I'm new to trucking, okay? Now, here's something I don't like. I was always under the impression that when you go into your 10-hour break or your 10-hour reset, that you weren't supposed to do any work during then. One things I got into it with him about is like during a 10-hour reset, I done drove my 12, 14, whatever. I'm done. I'm tired. He want to talk a good 35, 45 minutes while we in sleeper berth about paperwork and paper logs, and it ain't right. It ain't good enough. You know what I'm saying? And, I get irritated with that. And then 2 hours before my break over, he waking me up talking about we got to get ready for the next load so we can be on time. So while I'm on the sleeper berth, I'm getting a trailer, fueling up the truck, doing a pre-trip, getting paperwork, and I'm missing out on sleep because I don't go to sleep right away. So I don't know the ins and outs about trucking. So somebody tell me, is that something that's normally done in the trucking industry? Because I don't like that. It's like my 10-hour break easily turned into 7.5 hours. I'm not feeling that. And then I think he teaches me to drive a little too aggressively. Like, I don't want to keep y'all here forever, but like going down mountains and stuff, I think I went down Mount Eagle once before I came to Averitt. So I'm trying to take it slow, and he hollering at me like, no, you go. You don't stop. You don't do this. You don't do that. Go, go, go. Speed up. Get behind that truck. Pass him up. I'm like, dude, I do not feel safe on this mountain. And I look at the speedometer. Now, we govern at 65. I look at the speedometer. Within seconds, I'm at 74. And I don't feel like I got full control of the truck. So I'm like, man, I'm not trying to end my life to get no damn freight to nobody. So if that's something that, in in your company that you do, or that's how they train you or whatever, let me know so I'm not being an asshole towards this guy when he tell me to do that. Now, one thing about him, when he starts snapping at me, I start snapping back. And then when it's all said and done, we talk a little bit and we get past it. He ain't kicked me off the truck and I ain't reported him. So we on good talking and speaking terms. I don't think there's a dislike in between us. I just don't like the way he trains. I just think he's too pushy and too much. But see, the problem about it is there's only one trainer out of my terminal. So if I don't train with him, then I'm away from home through my whole training. So I just told myself I was going to stick it out, muscle through it. Now I got 1 week left. So I'm going to do this next week. And one of the reasons I really wanted to stick with this company is because they have backing class. And that backing class is really going to help me out when I want to go anywhere else in the company. So I think I'm going to stick it out for that backing class. But like I said in previous videos, I got into this to make a lot of money with my wife and drive alongside my wife. But that didn't work out. Not her fault, more my fault. So I really just don't have, I don't want to bash the company because I'm not in the trucking anymore. So I'm not trying to do that, and I'm definitely not trying to discourage other people from driving. All I can say is I don't think driving is for me, So I think right now I definitely got to make some money, catch these bills up, because I'm like stupid behind in bills. Like they trying to get my car, stuff getting turned off. I'm lucky I got this phone going right now. So I got to be here at least enough to get these bills caught up. But I don't have no desire or any zeal for trucking anymore, man. I've been through so much trying to get started that I'm kind of burnt out on it, man. I think I got a couple more plans in my head that I want to try out. So if I decide to be finished with Averitt, I'll probably wrap up this channel and leave the videos up for informative purposes, but probably won't make any more. I got to decide on what I want to do. But yeah, that's where I'm at with that, man. I'm trying to decide on if I want to keep trucking or not, because I'm not feeling it. And I know there's some people out there that's like, oh, you should be happy. Man, you don't know what I go through. So you do what you do, and I'm going to do what I do. But I got a few more plans plans in my head that I want to work out. I got to get some money. So that's where I'm at with that, man. Man, I got to get some water. But other than that, I mean, the company itself is cool. I recommend it. I think if you really in the trucking and you really want to do it, this and you can find your way in here, I think you'll be happy here. I really do. Now, if I can luck up on a local job, I'll keep doing it. But only if it's local, man. I ain't trying to do this over the road stuff, man. I love my family and I love my wife too much to be away from home like that. So that's what it is, man. Y'all be blessed, man. Get back to me on that other stuff about that question I had, and I look forward to hearing from you, man. Y'all be blessed. Stay up. Peace.